Santa bought me a Dyson Airwrap for Christmas, but it was faulty. I have been waiting for 3 weeks to get a replacement, and I finally got it. We even had to go and pick it up in the store. So I'm going to unbox it with you guys and try it out for the first time. Here it is. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this is the Dyson Straight and Wavy 6-in-1 dry curl wave, smooth, volumize and hide flyaways with no heat damage. Okay, so that sounds good. This little peel tab to open the box. I don't do much with my hair. Normally I either just let it air dry or I will blast it with the hairdryer and then just run the straighteners through the ends. So I'm really kind of low maintenance in that way. So this is going to require a bit more time and effort. Wow, it looks real fancy. Looks like it's got a million different pieces. Now I have not watched any tutorials on this and haven't watched anything in depth, and I'm not going to read the instructions. I'm just going to try it. I washed my hair this morning and it's just been air drying while I've been doing some housework this morning, playing with the kids. So I don't think I'm going to wet it down again. I think I'm just going to try it from this state, but we will need to give it a brush. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I was actually a hairdresser in another life. When I was about 22, I started an apprenticeship and I worked as a hairdresser for 5 years, but I haven't done hairdressing in about 12 years, so I kind of almost feel like I'm not a hairdresser anymore. I cut my kids' hair, sometimes I'll cut friends' hair. Have any of you guys had several careers in your life? Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever find that thing that I just love. I've never quite found my passion. I'm going to clip up the top section of my hair. Just take half like that. Twist it. And I'm going to clip it here. So I've just separated it at the back. And apparently what you have here, I think there's like 2 directions the airflow can go. On. Okay, no, I think I've got it on the wrong way. Let's try that. Up, hold it, and then I'm going to do the cold shot. Okay, that did not feel cold when I did that cold shot. I'm going to actually have to read the instructions, which I really didn't want to. I'm so lazy. I just want it to all be done. Right, and I bet you it's one of those ones where you have to look online. Yep. I used to absolutely love being a hairdresser. The clients were always so fun, and it was just fun to always be being creative and making people feel good about themselves. There's not many jobs where you can spend an hour with someone and completely change their mood and the way they feel about themselves. I did really love it. I was taught by an absolutely amazing hairdresser who I still think is one of the best hairdressers around. I've attempted to put it on the cold setting myself. I think that worked. Let's try the next bit. When I moved to Australia to work, I worked in this really cool salon in Melbourne, and there was about, I think, 10 girls working there, and they were some of the best hairdressers. They were young and they were so enthusiastic, and some of them, I think one of them's gone on to work in like film and television. Actually, a couple of them did. They were just so amazing. I was very impressed. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think these shorter layers are easier, and I think doing that cold, moving it up to cold, is setting the curl. I used to love doing like a big bouncy curly blow wave. We'd pull the brush down, roll it up, heat up the brush, and then you blast it with cold air, and then you release the curl. So it's pretty much doing that. When I did my hairdressing apprenticeship in New Zealand, you have to work in a salon, so you do get paid, but it's quite a low wage. And then you also have to go into like a school, like a hairdressing school, certain days of the week, and you complete units and things at the school, so they do testing and things like that on models. So it was quite a nice balance because you got to understand like the work environment and then also have the chance to be more of a learning school environment. Okay, let's do the front section. I've kind of got shorter pieces in the front here, so I'm just going to do this bit forward. Okay, I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with that considering that was my first go. I definitely think I'll need to look up some tutorials and see if I can get a few tips, especially for long hair. I think that's good considering what we came from. I think that's pretty nice. And I think I will get a lot of use out of it. I'm quite interested to try just the blow dry attachment, and then this one, which apparently it like smooths from the top, so it actually doesn't go under the hair, it goes on top and it smooths down flyaways. But to be honest, I quite like my hair when it looks a little bit wild and messy. I don't like it to look too perfect, so that might not really be a feature for me, but I'd like to give it a go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and learning a little bit more about my diverse career path. And hopefully you learned something from this, or probably not. You probably learned what not to do. If you enjoyed this video or you are enjoying any of my other videos, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me doing, trying, creating, anything you'd like to see about life in New Zealand. I'd really appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.